I just pulled over to stretch my legs and open my eyes. And I'm just checking all the straps. And I get around to this wheel, and the strap is completely off. How do you like that? I've checked it several times on the trip, and I guess with this loaded up motor, my new four-wheel drive diesel ramp side, anyhow, I gotta undo that and put it all back together. Since my tie down's a little too far over that way, I'm gonna pull it over this side of the tire and hope these cleats bite in a little bit. I saw a different set of straps on eBay. I didn't buy these on eBay, and the cleats had much deeper ridges, like Ruffles potato chips. And looking back, I wish I would have thought about buying these on eBay before. These were expensive and well made, but the cleats aren't deep enough. Well, that's the problem. The tire's going flat. I don't know what's wrong with that tire. Temperature, tread wear rating. Crank her down. Oh, yeah. Doesn't really matter if the tires go flat. Doesn't really matter. Bolted in. Nut and bolted. Alright, I'll just tie down this tail. Shouldn't whip around and hit the road. So, finally the road's leveling out. I just went down a big wash and up the other side, down at 68 miles an hour, 105 kilometers, and up at 50, 80 kilometers an hour. Don't want to beat on it. I feel the extra 1,000 pounds, 400 kilos from the 6.2 diesel. I thought I'd show you some windmills on the Great Plains in the middle of the country. Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri. Things flatten out considerably. Even more so when you get to Illinois. They got these lazy windmills here, just cranking out some free energy. What with the government subsidies, but the government subsidizes everything. Like they should subsidize healthcare, but we're getting a little off base here, aren't we? I don't want to zoom in with this camera because it has a problem with the lens and it just shuts the camera down. So, I'm eating some of my puffed rice. It's one of the few things you could buy at Walmart that's not sweetened or salted or oiled. And this batch isn't as fresh as the one I had from the other store. Puffed red wheat. Good road food. No calories, no side effects. No salt, no sugar, no oil. Just puffed red wheat. Weatherford, home of astronaut Thomas P. Stafford. I forget what state we're in, but we got windmills. I guess they have wind. Wind is good if you're harnessing it. It's a pain if you're trying to work outside or do a roof repair. Slow-moving windmills. Soon they're going to have some extra tall windmills. These are 200 feet, 300 feet. They're going to have some 1,000-foot windmills that I see with squirrel cages at the top as opposed to 3 lazy blades. Each one of those blades is 70, 80 feet long, I think. 200-foot tall masts. And those bearings at the very top, the bearings are only made in China. Yep, heard that on the radio, which doesn't work now. Junk. Blew it up last night. I had it blaring, and I lost my radio. Windmill farm on the Great Plains. I think I'll stop at McDonald's and get some water. Free water. All-way tool. I'm going to try and make this quick because I'm sitting at a rest stop and it's 3:30 and I'm only done 125 miles today, but I blew my radio last night. I was listening to some good rock and roll, something was blaring, and all of a sudden, poof! Smoke came out of it, and the display still worked, but it smells burned, and it is burned. Don't ask me why, but I was cranking on it. Anyways, Junk. So I went to Walmart, bought a new Pioneer for $85, and I just stripped the wires back, and they're all color-coded, and I ended up with a blue for the remote, which I didn't hook up, and one gray wire left over. One gray with no black wire. And there's no gray here. There's a yellow for the power, and there's a black for the ground, and there's an orange for the remote fire alarm. So I don't know what the gray wire is for. Got one extra gray wire, so let's see if it works. I've been playing around here in this parking lot. Had some fried chicken. I've been playing around this parking lot for an hour with this. And turn the key backwards, and the truck pulls up right beside me. Perfect timing. Let's see what we got here. Oh, setup, yes, no. 12 o'clock, I'm patient for this. 12:02, demo quit, yes. Come on, just do something. Demo mode. I have patience for all this remote control garbage. Pioneer, yeah, I know you're a Pioneer. Demo off. From setup menu. Oh God, just play the radio. Tuner. Oh, there we go. Too many buttons. Function, audio, illumination, function, fade, balance. Oh my, there's just too much crap on these radios. Oh, I'm going to hook up the antenna. That would sure help. There we go. Anyhow, I got it working. I'll stick it back in the dash and I'll play with the buttons while I drive. $85. Oh, look at that. Junk.
At 91.7 in Oklahoma City,
44 East.
7.5 in Tulsa.
Time to change interstates.
You can also follow
Got a radio.
and Facebook at KOSU.
$85 at Wally World. It works. Way too many buttons. Way too many functions. 20 functions just for the colors and flashing lights and crap. I just want to tune the stations manually. That's all I want.
For this program provided by
Oklahoma City, OKC. And one thing I've noticed here is Fords are a lot more popular than Chevys.
Information on finance.
Even though the billboard said Chevrolet, OKC's most popular full-size pickup. I don't believe it. I'm a Chevy guy. I don't drive a Ford. Had a Torino once. First Ford, last Ford. OKC, Oklahoma City. Luckily the traffic was going in the other way. In the other direction. Because it's 4:21. Sounds like Pontiac power. 4:21 in the afternoon Thursday. There's downtown. They got a big skyscraper going up right in the middle of the screen. You see it? That's a friggin' monster. It's got to be 50, 60 stories. Uh-oh. Got junk? Yep. Junk. Dog. That's it. We're through the giant interchange. Next stop, Springfield, Missouri. Got carrots? Is that a wooden? Nope. It's a steel roller coaster. Remember the wooden ones? Ha! That's how old I am. This is a steel one, but there was one in the background that looked wooden, but it wasn't. Still too chilly for amusement parks. It's 45, 50 degrees, barely 10 degrees Celsius. In OKC, Oklahoma City. Frontier City. Yep, closed for the season. This is the outskirts of town. Tourist information. Am I a tourist? Do I need information? Who knows? I know where I'm going. I have a GPS. Tulsa, Wichita. Few fuel. $3.19 a gallon for regular and $3.78 cash price for diesel. $3.78 a gallon. Less than $1 a liter. Way less for gas. 80 cents a liter. And that's expensive for our tastes. Tulsa. I'll get there one day. One day. Well, somehow I ended up on 35 north. Don't know how I did that, but I did it. Too busy sightseeing instead of paying attention to the signs. So let's try this again. Tulsa.
On Monday, I thought I was going to have to pull off the road because I could no longer see the lines. On Tuesday, I'm sure the car across the intersection saw me. I will wait until this series is over and then listen in the safety and
Tulsa.
safety of my home. Marines don't cry. I don't believe that for 1 minute. I'm a Marine.
What? What a weird exit. It's like you're going on the shoulder. Huh?
I just wanted to say
I want to go down in that ditch. Doesn't look too friendly. You need a helicopter to get you out.
My brother has
All right, 275 miles, Springfield.
left behind at home.
Get there at 9 o'clock at night, or who knows when I'll get there. What with my road stops. Stretch my legs.
On that story, as well as another item in our program. He writes this evening's All Things Considered gave me the best and worst of NPR, all in the same half hour. I heard the poignant story of Marine.
See ya, Oklahoma City.
Deployment in Afghanistan.
Whoop! Telephone!
Later had to endure a story.
Gotta go. Phone's ringing.